only one saw your vote and put it among that. Baby, let me tell you the truth. This big way the voice is in high definition. Take a picture of you, three. You was stuck with me, girl. It's not a feeling. Ashes, run them down. Oh, me put fire on them, on them, on them, on them down. Tell you Uganda, now I soon, now I never come back. On them down. Tell you Uganda, now I soon, now I never come back. Now I come back. Tell you Kutala, tell you Kufimba, tell you Kusobola. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Keep me by my side, you will. She done a lot for me, so I do this simple thing for her. Now she give me warmth, everything she do give me warmth, you know. She to travel and flip boom. Hey, what the hell? Okay, man. Yeah, living on the style. I woke up in a good mood. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so good, like I want the whole mood. I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today. Feel like it's sweeter today. I make her smile, I make her laugh. I make her dance, I make her wine. Feel like it's down to me, God. Feel like touching down to me. I'll make you want, babe. I'll make you smile. I'll make you feel nice. After the night, I'll take you to my place where we would play, or the folk would play. Yeah, feeling good. Jump. Feeling good. Feeling good. Jump. Feeling good. You and me, we rule the world. We're gonna make them jump. We're gonna make them dance. Come on, jump. you figuring out jogging? And don't you know the life goes? Yeah, you gotta step into the flow. Sometimes you gotta chase it. And it's what you make it. Think about your future. You wanna live, you wanna be. But you wanna come and you got to live. No bulletin, I got me again. I had a dream about a thing that can never be. In reality, was standing right in front of me. You might be, hold tightly, and fight for a might be. Never know what makes you mighty. Let a sure thing slip through your quick. And live looking back in your judgment and wait. Hold up, I'm right here now. You and me, this is our 0 hour. And don't you know the light goes? Yeah, you gotta step into the flow. Sometimes you gotta chase it. And it's what you make it. This moment is a candle melting. This moment is a flower wilting. This moment is a planet tilting. This moment won't last, it'll be out of our last class. This thing you call the present is already past. Many, many, money more, many, many, more, money more, it's many words. Let's touch. Money more, yep. Many stocks, many stocks. Money, money, dynamo, new Hollywood. Money, money, money more. And don't you know the light goes? Yeah, you gotta step into the flow. Sometimes you gotta chase it. And it's what you make it. Many, many, money more. Money more. Money more. It's money more. Let's touch. Money more. Yep. Many stocks. Many stocks. Money, money, money. Dynamo, new Hollywood. Money, 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 money. Yeah. Good morning, my people. How you doing today? Mwasuze mutya. Enkuba njagala ewange etonye bannange. Naye mama, enkuba ekwata bukwasi tetonnya. But how did you guys sleep? Miombia Max, that's David Klaje, Martin Sentongo. Travel live vlog. John's Info, Lawrence Omole, King Daniel's VIP, Innocent Mugabe VIP, Breje Kakai, Funny Lifestyle VIP, Mugenyi Simon, Peter Mwanguzi, David Ivan Namana VIP, Vinny Katz, Sereko Starch Events, Presdo Antonio, Ajuka Blair VIP, Ricky Chikawa VIP. Arthur kindly requesting to have full screen view or here on the morning show, maybe by positioning. Unfortunately, the horizontal thing works sometimes it doesn't. I still have to figure it out. And when it does horizontal, something used to happen in horizontal and just now. So I was explaining to Martin, something used to happen with horizontal. It's probably the reason why I don't do horizontal anymore. But also horizontal used to work sometimes it used to not work. So I think it's a feature that they were still testing. Sozi Rajab VIP, good morning. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. Mwachu Jamota. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of patrol. With your steps, we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets, the story's right. All anew, the sun will bright. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tell. We talk the truth, not just the brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of patrol. Review teams, we break it down. We never over in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, no just the horsepower. If you didn't know warranty expired, we'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Solid views and engine rolls, we teach you more than just photos. If a new OS is on bed, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. Learn it, drive it proud. This is more than just machines. It's a love. Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of patrol. Review teams, we break it down. Helping every door in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Well, Chamba the Hannington VIP, good morning. Yusuf Minaj, Panga Godfrey, Nampija Jolie. Good morning. DJ Hash Fashions, UG, good morning. Egurotagu said drone. We bought that drone, that big drone that you see right there. Yeah, we bought it at 73 million shillings. And I'm going to tell you an interesting story. But how are you today morning? Right, you try one solid many stories. Then you talk to the Tulabe Chidako. Ndabanga one solid many stories. Orujo tukolida. Then Banyumise Mbozi. And then that when we bought it some time ago. I don't really remember the date, but we bought it some time ago. Then I think that's the day when I forgot the password to my phone, and I had to format my phone, and I did not have the pictures anymore. And then the person I inspected it for sent me the pictures again and again and again. And I don't think I remember all the facts of that inspection. That's why I need to be writing the inspection reports today, like on the day when we buy the cars, because then the stories are still clear in my mind. Yeah. And the new song, I'm going to put it there. Bana imuna sonyo being quarter. Na yoli back to mukama waffe. Take you. But let's first listen to that song, and then I come tell you all the stories. Daddy working overtime today. I could have you believing for a brighter day. Tell us your story. Let the people feel your glory. I love that part. For a brighter day. Yeah. Tell us your story. Let the people feel your glory. From the struggle to the victory. Your voice could change your history. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. One car, many stories. Many lives, many stories. For the love of cars, Uganda, changing lives across the border. One car, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be your winning dance. Single mother praying late at night. Student chasing every little light. Brother trying hard to feed the home. Still strong though he walks alone. Every star got a deeper meaning. Every soul still believes in dreaming. No matter where you come from today, your story can open the way. Hey, it's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. Hey. One car, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. One car, many stories. Many lives, many glories. For the love of cause Uganda, changing lives across the border. One car, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. It's about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. But good morning once again, guys. I think I should start with the Raum story. Yeah, I should start with the Raum story. Arthur, how do you stop someone or a group from bullying you into helping them by either guilt tripping you or claiming social responsibility? You don't give them a chance. You don't give them a chance, Chairman Zach. Guys, you can give Chairman Zach some advice here. Ababuuza olemesa otya gurupu okuguilt trippinga okubayamba nti olw'okuba oyinamu ku ttooke social responsibility. Okay, I don't think I've had as much money for people to think that I can do social responsibility yet, but I think it depends on the kind of person you are in that group, Chairman Zach. Yeah. If you're the kind of person about that you must help because you have a lot of disposable income, a lot of disposable money. Yeah, but I think it all goes back to boundaries in saying, Arthur, like it's very hard for, like I'm part of groups from schools. And I have seen a lot of people, guilt tripping others. For example, there is a group I'm in where they are collecting money for someone's graduation. I already gave them my money, but I gave them my money because I lost nothing. Guy yambirako ku inboxing ambuzako every 2 days bwapereza budget nemga kankuweye kumi, and I gave him 100,000. Najiwa treasurer. I did not give that money because I have a lot of money, but it's my contribution to him. If he spends that money on graduation, yeah, money. Tainam. Like as in Tainam what day. Like Tainam what day to the point that, thank you, Peter. Tainam what day to the point that I'm asking myself, why is he doing a graduation party? Like there are questions I would love to ask people. Omuntu akola embaga noga lwaki osose kola mbaga ngandaba waliwo ebintu byolina okusooka okutereeza, but omuntu ye bwakulaga nti ayagala kukola graduation, if you have nothing to lose, you give. And Chairman Zach, I find that you give what you don't mind losing. I think the thing with social responsibility is thinking that
thinking that everyone that has should be giving you. Some people don't know that some people, because they have borrowed money or because it's their good day, they don't have this every day. You get they don't understand, and people also don't understand that omuntu asobola kulaga alabikanga ina sente naye nga tayina okitegeera. But I also find that it's the way you represent yourself to them. Nze singa ono guy nze teyambeerako mu inbox sali muwadde emitwalo 10 naye nagimuwa kumwejjako, no one has given him the amount I've given him. Teri abantu bali mu mitwalo 15 kasanvu okitegeera and they bagenda omuwa bwezityo abamuwadde sente nyingi bamuwadde emitwalo 5. But abantu balangira, there are things I don't really contribute to. There are things I don't contribute to because sometimes I ask myself, I contribute to this thing, would this thing contribute to me? Or I contribute to this person, would this person contribute to me? If I realize that that person would not, because in see we're truly give and take. I support in supporting abantu b'emmanyi. If you are in a business where I can support, I will definitely be supporting you. I know that you may not support me, but I support. And for me, that's my way of doing social responsibility. I'm not going to be giving you money for nothing. But when supporting a business, for me, that's my social responsibility. But Chairman Zach, you have to be feared sometimes. Abantu balina okubanga batya okugamba oba oyina nyingi oba oyina ntono zizo, because naawe togenda genda ng'ogamba abantu nti abaaye muyambe. But I also figure people should try as much as possible to chew on what they can swallow. They should try to chew what they can swallow. Abantu balwanagana n'ebintu naye nga tabisobola. For me, the one I've never really appreciated is the wedding launches. People launch weddings. Like nakola meeting enene nnyo. N'abayita mbere. I've never agreed to that. It's one thing that I find very uncomfortable about our society. Nti omuntu ayagala akole embaga naye ayagala agikolere mu bantu abalala. Now I find that that's also not good for us as a society. Nti abantu babeerawo kati omuntu atandika n'okuwaayo sente oba bananda babatya nga siwaddeeyo okitegeera So it's also a funny thing. But Chairman Zach Ghana, if you feel uncomfortable, don't. Me, I don't go to wedding meetings. One. And if I come to your wedding, you're special to me. On Tegera. So for me, I find that even my family know. Bachimanyi atatagenda meeting zambaga atakumbaga yo wajja aba kwagala nnyo. Okitegera. For me, people know. And also people know that I would not force someone to come to any of my functions. Okitegera. I would not, because abantu ebisere mbagenda ku mikolo egyo banagamba saagenda, abantu banagamba nyine empisa embi naye nga tayagala genda. So sometimes me, I make my position very clear. There is no reason why I'm coming to sit in your meeting. To sit there and do what? So that you guilt me into buying a bottle of soda at 20,000 shillings. You get it doesn't. There is no value added to me. Just say we want 20,000 shillings. Tuzikunganye mu mpola mpola. Temutu guilt tripping. Ambo ati kino. Soda ono mutalo kumwe mirundi ena. Omusajja ali mu kona mguze gumulu 10. You get, people sometimes go there and gabali. So I find that you need to create boundaries. Me, I have boundaries. I have them, and my boundaries are very clear to everyone. I don't eat cake. It's a serious cake. I buy cake for my kids for birthday, but mama bani achimanyi tata bantaria cake. Right? It's not like cake is not sweet, but it's one of the mechanisms I'm trying to do to see that I see my kids through university. I'm not going to eat cake. That's one boundary. There are boundaries that also your woman is supposed to know. For example, as long as that woman is your woman, I know kubanga ine atajja kukola kastabanga mukazi wo. That's a boundary. bwaba mukazi wange bino tabikola bwabikolera tubatandika okwawula okitegeera. So Chairman Zach, I find that you need to create a bit of boundaries, yeah. Like Eric is saying, don't give them room to guilt trip you, because when you stand your ground, they will come to realize that you are not easily manipulated or guilt tripped. Representation is the biggest thing. Arthur, these days we help us because the world where it bursts does not dig. Chiwandike mu Uganda sibitegedde. Chiwandike mu Uganda. You see, Juliet, I don't know what you mean, but you should help when you want to help or when you can help. People are guilt tripping people to give even when they can't afford. I tell you a story. In my estate, Wembera, we had just moved in. Our house was the way it was. Abayingidde nyumba ezitanagwa muzimanyi. Okitegeera nga n'ebituli ebimu nze mbyekubiramu plaster. Okitegeera. But I had my car because the car is always there. And there was a lady when we were constructing, is the lady that used to cook food, that I used to buy food from her. And I think in a way she thought we had money. But the house we were living in at the time was a clear evidence that we were not having money. We were scrapping by. So this lady goes to Mama Aban and says stories that actually don't really add up. She said that her husband, who has been in Dubai for the last 5 years, is going to come back, but his passport expired. Mark you, the guy has been in Dubai for 5 years. His passport expired, so she needs to borrow 100,000 shillings to go and renew the husband's passport, so that she sends the passport to the husband, so that the husband comes back home. So she needed to borrow 100,000 shillings from Mama Aban. Now, the story did not add up at all. Like, a person can't be in Dubai for 5 years and he cannot afford to send the wife money to renew their passport so that he comes back. There is no auto-translate, guys. That's not auto-translate. Something is wrong. There is no, I disabled auto-translate. So, we clearly had a bit of money, but we did not have money to lend someone who did not make sense. The story did not make sense. And I've been abroad before. Like, you can't be working abroad for 5 years and you cannot afford to send your wife 500,000 shillings for her to renew your passport. And she has to go borrow 100,000 shillings. And I also knew 100,000 shillings does not renew a passport. So Mama Aban told the lady that we don't have the money. The lady went ahead and told her, please borrow for me. Don't you have somewhere where you can borrow that money for me so that I renew? She even went away and said, I will come back to see if you have been able to borrow for me. That she will come back to see if Mama Aban has been able to borrow for her. So me, I told Mama Aban that we don't understand it to move. From that, the lady doesn't talk to us. You greet her, she doesn't even greet back. But Makiu, the husband, has never come back. So there are people that will guilt trip you. There are people that will guilt trip you, and they will make you feel like Obago Inanyo. Like, guys, the house we were staying in at the time, there are people here that have said they will never suffer to that level. They will never suffer to that level. These days we help to help us because the world is not easy nowadays. Usually, I know the world is not easy, but haven't you ever helped someone that never helped you back when you needed help? Like, some of us, we have helped people that never helped, that have not helped us when we needed help. So, and Julia, you'll soon realize, and this, I think, happens a lot to men. It happens a lot to men. Maybe with women it's different, but with men help a lot of people that never help them when they need the help. So men are normally there for their family, because family is. Dude was abducted. Yeah, you guys will see the car. I saw a clip, and the dude was saying he was abducted, imprisoned, and by the time he came out of prison, he had lost everything. In the, I think he used to, where was the capital? US. When he came out of prison, he had lost almost everything. Which he could not go back to the US. His credit score was down and stuff like that. And he said when he came out, he saw clips of saying that bari bamuoninga, but he said these people had never spoken to me. These people did not know me. I don't even know where to start. I used to be the person whose home people come to when they have just arrived in the US over UK. Helping, you need to help with the very minimum you can help with, because even when people are helping you, they help you with the very minimum. You get it? And what Chairman Zach is saying is, when people are guilt tripping someone, they are guilt tripping them into giving them a lot. Like Chairman Zach bali abantu bebanaja bagenda kuba baagala chairman alina sente nyingi atuwe akakadde, tebagenda gamba chairman atuwe 10 nga abalala. Chairman ayintuwa akakadde. Karafo kalimu n'ekigo. Innocent, akarafo kugamba kayimiridde kalimu n'ekigo. Gwe tokalaba empira gyonna giyina engeri gye giyimiridde giti. You people don't know how to look at cars. But of course I don't blame you, mbadde nkalaba live go badde okalabira mu screen, but kalimu ekigo. Ate kiri wano emabega side driver kyatandikirawo ne kigenda nga kipotrudinga kiti. But you can even renew visa, the embassy of your country in the host or foreign country. President Teagamenta Sobola, he's actually, I think he's a citizen there. Nenga, for him, what he was saying is that in the US, I think he was saying in the US, if you don't work for 2 months, buli kimu kyonooneka. Butakola emyezi ebiri buli kimu kikola ki. Kati bamusiba ebbanga ddene bwe bamuwamba. He says enyumba landlord namugoba, and I think that's one advantage of Uganda is that you can build your house and own it. Nova okumala omwaka n'okomawo ng'ennyumba ye ekyaliwo. Okujjako nga muntu wa government yagitagetinga. Naye he was saying enyumba baagitwala ebintu baabikasuka eri waddayo kati alina kutandika kubeera wa muntu. Mr. Arthur, the car that is blue, black, red, which one has low resale value? I think the car that is red will have the low resale value because everyone fears being associated with noob. It's not like being associated with noob is a crime, but you know what happens to noob people. And blue and black will have equal. I think the network is bad, Mr. Ochom, from your side. Cassandra Ronald VIP, good morning. Muyombia Mark Nakubuziza Bugiso Times. I'm going to give you the difference. So guys, Chairman Zach, I find that you need to create a bit of boundaries and also guys, as we help, you should never expect help from anyone else. Juliet not help you, but when they don't help you, you'll be okay because you did not expect people. Are we back? Are we okay now? Are we back? Are we okay now?
For the love of cause Uganda, one dream, one key, one life, changing more. Put it. No more walking every morning in the rain. The young teen carrying all the pain. Daddy working overtime today, believing for a brighter day. Tell us your story. Let the people feel your glory. From the struggle to the victory, your voice will change your history. It's about the God. It's more of who you are.
your bag. Mwanguzi David Agambe, it's very nice to put a wall between us and people. But Africa, we have our own non-Western way of doing things. So David, it's very, I think we have our non-African way, but you see our African way, the African way, I find that the world has changed. The world has shifted. Neighbor, but can you go and get salt from your neighbor today? Can you? You get? I also, when I grew up with at my grandmother's home, we used to have a garden. We have yam, we have matoke, we had the wukupa, we had sugarcane, we had vegetables, dodo, and that's what we had, and that was good. Almost every home had a garden. Now, most homes don't have gardens. So it was very easy for people to share stuff because they farmed the stuff. Ebintu bye bali farming byayanguwanga okugabana. But you guys need to realize that society has changed. It has changed to the level where we work for money to buy everything. It's very hard to find people sharing the way they share, even when they want to share. There is a lot of inequality right now. In African society, a long time ago, everyone had a garden. They had literally the same things. The seasons gave them the same things. Like if we had yam, me and you, David, we had yam. Guys, inspection story. If we got rain, we both got rain. So it was very easy that if David's yam took time, he would come to my garden, we would share, and then later on I would also go to David's garden because we both had yam. Or if David had sweet potatoes, I had yams, we could just exchange. These days we need to accept the facts. There is a lot of inequality in how we do things, and with inequality comes envy. With inequality comes because literally everyone has that bad heart. Some people just have a lot of control to not let it take over, but that's what happens. People expect others to have more than them. That's what people expect. But we also have to understand that these days, for example, we can get 100 million, both of us. One of us goes very far in the village in Nakaseke, buys 300 acres of land and keeps quiet. One of us buys a car, another buys a house, another buys an expensive phone for him, for his wife, buys an expensive TV, and repaints his house. Now, all of us got the same amount of money, but we all did different things. The person that has bought land in Nakaseke will be looked at as someone that doesn't have. The person that bought an expensive car will be looked at someone that has a lot of money. The person that bought a smart TV will be looked at, oh, you also have a lot of money. So when people are soliciting for contributions, they are going to expect a lot of money from the person that has a new car. They'll expect nothing from the person that bought land in Nakaseke, because the person that bought land in Nakaseke bought it and kept quiet. No one knows that he bought land in Nakaseke. So I find that there is a lot of inequality right now that you have to control yourself. It's not about even a wall. It's about you being able to control yourself and understand where you are. Because go ekagwa manyi woli. Teri mulala manyi woli. Gwa manyi ebizibu byolina. During the lockdown, I had a loan with Equity Bank. No one knew that I had a loan with Equity Bank. None of my neighbors, none of my friends knew I had a loan with Equity Bank. I had to pay that loan during the lockdown. I think the lockdown was lesson to me. It's never more bank, never been to be alone. Yes, which take it, right? Because Uganda cannot be predicted. The president can wake up in the morning and say, no work for a year, but he's not going to stop the loans. Yagenda gamba zigade obugazi. Tayagara kufayo abantu bayita mucho bayita muchi, and then he'll give you posho and beans. So kati ebye byaloniza banka nekola ki Arthur, the world doesn't change, but the people change. You don't know the one tomato rots the basket. David, the world changes. we can live in denial as much as we want, but the world changes. Can you walk from Matuga to Kampala? It's not that you changed. The world changed. Taxis came, borders came. People buy cars. So you can't walk from Matuga to Kampala because by virtue of seeing cars moving, you'll get tired. So you did not change. The world, you can you can deny it as much as you want, but the world changed. Ensi yachukira dala no. There are things we see on social media now. A lot of evil things that happen now used to happen in 1996. But in 1996, there was no Facebook or TikTok. So nobody would come to TikTok to say, but those things used to happen. You get? So the world changed, David. Me, I don't live in denial. I don't live in denial. And the things that happen now, that we see now, used to happen even a long time ago. Like you guys, maybe you don't know, but 20 years ago, parents also had favorite kids. It's just that the kids that did not feel favorited did not come to TikTok to say, Mama wanga amboda, because there was no TikTok. A long time ago, extended family treated people badly, but they did not come to TikTok to say, because TikTok did not exist. Now people are coming to TikTok to say, my extended family did this. A long time ago, parents used to eat money that their children sent them from abroad. There was no TikTok for those children to come and say, Mama wange yawasiza musajja mu sente zange. The world has changed. People did not change. Evil people were evil even 20 years ago. Bad people were evil even 20 years ago. You get? It's just that people did not come out to talk about it. They did not. Can I give you an example of something that happened to me that 20 years ago nobody would ever know? In 2007, my grandmother wanted to sell me a piece of land. I had kept my money with my Muzungu boss, about 7 million. I think I had about 8.5 there. 2007. No, not 2007, 2009. 2009. So my grandmother, you see the land where there is Nimrod Hotel in Ruero. That land used to belong to my grandmother. So she wanted to sell it, and she said, I can sell it to you. So I sent for my money. Omuzungu nangambe takaliali lya Kisenya wali Nimrod Beach. Omuzungu na atha sente zogenda kuzono bichi ettaka eryo lirowozezaako. But me, because I was buying from my grandmother, I didn't. Nze ngeby'ettaka sibimanyi. Me, I knew about nothing about land, nothing. Okitegeera nga natereka sente. In 2009, 8 million was a lot of money. So I get my money nga zijja. Sente zange bwe zijja zimala okutuuka jjajja ne yeekyusa naga sikyaguzizza. Sente twazirya naye. Now that's something that happened to me. At that time, I did not know the impact of it. Later on, when I meet men that similar things happened to, that's when I know, oh, this was actually bad. Maybe she would have told me, kale sigenda kuguza naye tugende tugule ewalala wali. But sente zagenda. You get? And later on, she sold the land to that dude, the one Nimrod Hotel, because he's also relative, cheaply. Very cheaply. Now, if I was not on YouTube here, this story would never come out. So, David, the world has changed. Kati your story nze njimanyi. Senga sijibagambe temwali tegedde nkyali kintu sene koti why tegedde nategera nti 2009 I had 8 million. Nti nali nziterese si me, I didn't even know I had that amount of money at that time. Namala kwogera ne muzungu nemugaba banguze ettaka le million 7. Do I have that money? Omuzungu nangamba, yes, I have your money here. Naye nangamba ettaka lyogenda ogula. Nga mumanyi omuntu akwagaliza nambuza ebibuzo bingi awo. Naye I rationalized it because it made sense to buy the land. Nze gasimanyi na ttaka liyamba ki. I was 19 and I was an idiot. Jajja jali. Okitegeera jajja jali. Okitegeera jajjange mwagala nnyo. But you guys understand. Kati your story mugiraba. Senga sijibagambe temwali gitegedde. That's how the world has changed. nti we can share such stories kati abantu ne bamanya nti ebintu bise actually omuntu asobola okwekyusa nti jajjo wange yekyusa ate I think because she did not know Bambi. I still think we are talking about sometime yesterday actually we tried to get a drone. The guy yaguze drone Muganda cousin we ye yamwa idea yo gula drone ye gena mu Fly Express and kati guy bwe yakoma nga ina sente nyingi. He bought land for his mother, built a house for his mother. Now the friend that brought him Yangambi Mukebere, I checked a drone for him at him Fly Express. And the thing that happened is when he came back with his money, the mother was telling him Guretaka. So the cousin was telling him, the cousin took him to the country where he went, where he's making this money. So the cousin told him, you cannot be listening to your mother. She has no financial education. I mean, you can't be listening to a person who lives in a house you built for her. Buy land. She did not buy land. You get, you first create an income source. So that's how they ended up buying a drone for Fly Express. And the thing is, sometimes in our families, people don't know. Katinze sanyigira jajja wange champisamu bubi nti nze sente zange zali nyingi zali zigula ate data road na atunda layisi okusinga but saisibwa bubi because yali tamanyi. So some of you guys need to understand that some of the people don't actually know. Abantu abamu kati yamanzak na abantu akuteka ku pressure nabo tebamanyi. Time to switch. Time to switch. Time to switch, guys. Kati David, have you understood how the world has changed? That story of mine gwete wali jitegedde tewategedde nti bili mwenda na 4 million omunana anzi na 4 miaka 19 you would not have known. So anyway, let's switch inspection stories now. The Raum, the gentleman wanted to buy a Spacio. When he called me, he had Spacios lined up. And when we went, the Spacio that we were supposed to inspect was not existent. I think I shared a bit of that story, guys. I remember sharing that story. It's just the inspection report that hadn't come out. And then I remember telling you the broker took us to see no, that was different. That was a different story. That was a different story. So let me go back. The Spacio, you see, the thing with not sharing the stories immediately, I forget them. So he wanted to see a Spacio. We saw a bunch of Spacios. We saw one that was really nice, the 14 million, and the engine had faults with the fuel system. Now that would mean you're going to the garage straight. Now let me just go to the bits I remember, and then I go forward. There is one Spacio that we should have bought. It was 12 million, and then they reduced about 11 million. But you see how this Raum needs about 1 million shillings for it to be at almost good condition. The Spacio 2 needed a 1 million. Now the danger with the Spacio is this, is that when you take it to the market for people to buy it, abasubuzi bagisula million mukaaga nenga gwogiguze 10 that's where the problem normally is. And for me, I discouraged him from buying a Spacio old model. Like I've discouraged all people that bought Spacio old models, even when they insisted. But I discourage people from buying Spacio old models because the Spacio old model is an old-fashioned car. The only reason you should be buying it is if it's cheap, like 7 million. But you can't go above 10 million buying a Spacio old model. So this is when we went and checked out that Raum. Now, why did I encourage him to buy Raum? Because Raum is new technology. Raum new model is different. And also, I found that this Raum new model, bari switching to one NZ, but take to NZ. Now, for a person, a gentle driver, the 2 NZ will actually be saving them a lot of fuel. And it's a good thing. And I also found that if it's time to sell, the Raum new model will be something that he will sell without losing a lot of money. He bought it 14 million shillings, but he could sell it at 12 million shillings very easily because yo musubuzi atajja gitunanga 16. Okitegeera. So for me, I looked at 2 angles. I looked at 1, the technology, which saves a lot of fuel, and then 2, I also looked at the ability to sell this car as quickly as possible when he needs to sell it. So that's how we ended up buying that Raum. It was really good. The engine was good. The transmission was good. There were just a few things that needed to be repaired, and I've listed them in the report as well, up to 1 million shillings. He needed to do wheel alignment, 2 tires were missing, the doors were the biggest problems. Aite ziggala era yagula kufulu za mitwalo ndoza 2 yagula kufulu okufulu okulanga enzigi ezo ziggala. Remember emotoka yo teyina mpagi side ya passenger, so olwokuba teyina mpagi kufulu zeekwatamu, so za bay. I think spent 200,000 shillings. Bwagula emipiira akolemu mu suspension obutonotono, then akole ne wheel alignment. That's all he needed to do. The car was as good as it looks, or as bad as it looks. But I find that it was a very good buy, because Raum mujiraje twagule 14 ne bazikuwa ne bagamba ginonye ero ginonya ne kubula. Which that's the thing with cars. So let's go to the Subaru before I forget the Subaru story. Now the Subaru, the gentleman did not want to buy that Forester in Serun George Matthias is the Raum owner. I'm asking him again, are you happy with your car? So Matthias munanga lokwa search sharing amangu mjera bida bobo ina bits zojukira zemira bide jango sharing. So Subaru, the person that bought the Subaru Forester did not actually want a Forester in the beginning, because the Forester was almost out of reach. He's bad kind of person he is. The person that bought that Subaru Forester is regional manager of a big company. And so he wanted the car that would, 1, give him prestige as a manager, but also 2, he wanted the car that would take a lot of product. So having a car that would take a lot of stuff in the boot, even when they're not heavy, would be a good thing. So that's why we are looking at the Outback, Fielder. You get Legacy. We could not get a Legacy or Outback at 18 to 20 million shillings, because the old model Outbacks have all been bought. Abantu buying a new model 2015, 2013, so we moved around, and then when he explained the kind of person he is, that's when I suggested we go look at that Forester. Now the Forester was being sold at 24 million shillings, 24.5 initially. We bargained it. Yesterday I was talking to him. Bamuguzize endabirwamu ya Forester ye mitwala 35. Endabirwamu ya mitwala 25. Guys, bodabanga bakubankubirako nebuzeeko. But only call me if you have given me some money before a consultation, or you're my customer. I have numbers of all my customers saved. Onkubirako nungamba why ata chine chinunganda bange chiri abnormally priced. Like, how can you sell someone a windscreen at 350,000? And he called me. He was changing a lot of things, and I was asking, why are you changing all these things? Like a mechanic who just want to take advantage of you to choose it. And then I told him, you don't need to change all those things. Banga, initially when we were talking, we agreed we'll change the windscreen. Windscreen and suspension, if you look at the report. And the suspension, I suspected it was one shock, but the shocks were actually okay. Now the mechanic takes the car to the garage. Which is very unfair. He called me. Then there's also another person here. Babadde bamuguza CV joint, omutwe gwa CV joint emitwalo 15. Omutwe gwa CV joint gwa mitwalo 7. Nga bamuguza CV joint gejiddeko omutayimbwa n'obunege emitwalo 25. That thing is 150 for the car he has. Lawrence. Era bwe yaŋŋambye eggulu ne mugaka nkweriza omuntu omulala tunde ku mmoloka yo. You get it? Because bamakanika abamu tebalina nsonyi, and it's a very bad thing. Bamakanika abamu tebalina nsonyi. Bamakanika abamu tebalina nsonyi, and it's bad. Like waliwo ebintu ebimu bye tukola, nze waliwo ebintu ebimu bye nkola nga nsonyi ugani kati ekyo nkikola ntya. Like it doesn't make sense. Makanika abamu tebalinamu yaddaako obuntu. Toyinza kudda kintu kya mitwalo 7. Kale mwongeremu emitwalo 2 kimuguze mwenda. Naye ate nga ne ku 7 baba balidde kubo baleka bakigula ye 5. Lwakubanze sirondoola. Ate era ekitwe kye baguza kye byebitwe bimenyi biddamu ebimeketa mangu. Oyina kugula kintu nga kiri full nga kiriko omutayimbwa n'omutwe. But eyo tuveeyo nyizo banyono n'emirimu gy'abantu. Makanika abamu babi nnyo. So anyway, guys, let's talk about the drone. Yesterday we bought a drone. We looked at only one drone. They can put in their eyes. Regional managers, anti-Katriki Chikawa regional managers have said the reason why they don't buy those big cars is because the bosses will come and say, Oba sente. Ela I talked to him, nemugana ego tulina kuba nangamba munnange lwenjigula bwe ntibagenda kunkolako audit bangobe n'okungoba. So that's why they buy those cars. Kruger 2026, is it easy to maintain? By the time you buy a 2026 car to Gume, Anthony, you can maintain it. That's not a cheap car. So if someone can buy an expensive car, they can surely maintain it. I'm going to do service to that Raum today. What's the amount? About 120 max. Your car is taking oil on Uganda. 120 kugenda kushare oba total oba jangu wano nkubira simu nkulagirire wenkolera service yange. Ugende zinza n'obutawera 12. How much is top up engine seal hari account? I have to ask for you. Ne obu top cover seal bwa mitwalo nge 5 mukaaga bwaba kubye nyo 10 na bakubye ne butera kwa bwa mitwalo 3 5 you get ba makanika abamu kale tebalina ansori ba makanika bomu tusoga kati amobira. Guys, when I create a center for you to bring your cars, I will charge you premium in price in service fees. I'll charge you premium. Ogenda kuba osasula premium in service fees, but the spares will be straight. You remember I did a video some time ago and I told you that air cleaner ya mitwale na nebo obo yagalanze njiguze njiguza munana. Get it needs to be very clear. But also some of you guys want to save, so you go and buy your own spares. And when you go to buy your own spares, you want to buy the cheap spares. Now the cheap spares end up spoiling your cars. Guys, let the mechanic buy spares for you, but because they know the good quality. But don't be cheated for long. Ask around for you to know. Let the mechanic buy, but you need to know nze banziba naye banziba nnyo kubamba mmanye bbeeyi. Bwanziba nyongeramu ng'ebiri ne manya gyebiri kale kajongeremu. Egyebiri kajongeremu. But ate sinza agenda kwegulira spare kuba jagula poor quality spares. Guys, stop buying spares for yourself. That's something I'm serious about. When you buy spares for yourself, yeah, you're going to buy poor quality spares, and that's going to cause you problems. Let the mechanic buy spares. Nebo akubba tomukiza ate kubba nnyo. Akubbe katono. My friend was charged 250 for that top engine seal. Katuraki togamba bugambi muntu mulumunze ngenda kucharginga emitwalo 10 egy'okuteekako top cover seal. Top cover seal ya mitwalo 5. Okitegeera some mechanics are bad. Ate tsigamba nti akuteekako premium top cover seal basigala bateekako zezimu. After how reliable is the RAV4 first generation manual? Very reliable. What are you going to kill it? Ogenda jitach English mungi anti wantu ina wabantu banja abatamanyi Uganda. After my wish for wheel drive behind bushes, my mechanic told me 290. Is it normal? Anti how many bushes are there? You need to count how many bushes are there because your car is 4-wheel drive. You need to count 1 bush, 2, and then you count how much is each bush. The behind bushes can cost up to 400,000 depending on the quality. Because the behind bushes rarely die, but when they die, they cause a lot of problems. So the quality, you can even get bushes at 50k of the behind suspension plate bushes. You can even get those of 10. So anyway, guys, tugende ku drone. So we looked at only one drone. Why? In Fly Express, a high roof drone is attractive. With Fly Express, it's not about loading luggage. When you're buying a drone for upcountry trips to take people to Mbali, Kaberamaido, you can buy the low roof drone. Why? Because oyagala otekeko akatanda. Otekeka akatanda so that they can load a lot of luggage up there. You get? But when you're putting your drone at a stage where luggage doesn't matter, you're putting at a place where attraction matters, the high roof drone will definitely be something that people want to sit in. Why? It also has very good aeration. Because it's high roof, the heat doesn't get to them directly. And this drone is going to Fly Express. You guys know Fly Express. Some of you guys take Fly Express. So I've inspected 2 vehicles that are in Fly Express now. And they are there. Now this particular drone, the gentleman had a lot of money, and he's I think people now are getting more enlightened, and they are realizing that land is actually risky in Uganda now. Land is one of those risky investments you can make in Uganda. What makes it risky is that a general from the army or a minister can wake up one day and say, I want that land, it's mine. And they will fight you, they will imprison you. Yeah, some of them can go as far as kill you so that they take your land. You get it? So if you're buying land that you're not going to be using right now, you better know that you have mechanisms of keeping it safe. So I find that that's the reason why this guy's cousin advised him, and something happened when we were buying that drone, something very interesting. Guys, I'd like to remind you, I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're buying a car and you need food for my kids. That's very important. Yeah, but I come with a mechanic to make sure that the things I can't see, he can see. The things he can't see, I can see. And the things we both can't see, you can see. Because you're looking for other things, we are also looking for other things. I also sell car tracking devices, 350, 450, depending on what you want. Now, if you can't find my number on the channel, you can call the number 0760-045-116. That's my office number. And that person can answer all the questions about the services I offer. And I'd like to also remind you that we have the Love for Cars Convention 2026 happening on August 29th. Yeah, the program will be coming out soon. The program is going to be coming out soon, so that you guys get ready. Entrance will only be 30,000 shillings. That doesn't include food, yeah? That doesn't include food. The mechanics don't follow part numbers. Mechanics put what fits. That's why sometimes you'll work on a leakage 3 times, but take away chigenda. They're following apart numbers. But the shop guys have taken on the mantle of knowing HR. And sometimes they work perfectly. I don't have a garage yet, but I'll probably just create something small, Ebiganye Diagnostic Lab. Ebiganye Diagnostic Lab, and it will be a premium place, guys. It will not be a place for everyone to bring their car. It will be people that understand the value of honest and good quality service. Ebiganye Car Diagnostic Lab. So I'm thinking about that, and I'll be informing you where it will be when it's open. It's not yet open. I've not even found it, but when I find it, you guys will be the first to know. Even here we follow Katinze. Like me, I follow part numbers because I drive a Prius. The rest of the people don't follow part numbers. Like me, I buy some of my parts on eBay, some on Alibaba, some on Amazon. So I have to follow part numbers, yeah? Yeah, I have to follow part numbers. So anyway, the drone was perfect, as you will see in the report. But something something interesting happened on the inspection trail that I want to share. Now, sorry. Two people called me to tell me that. So one person called me and said, Arthur, a brother of mine, but he called me like 2 days ago. A brother of mine is going to buy a drone like mine. We are going to put it in Fly Express. Now, this is the person I inspected the drone for some time ago. It's almost a year that we bought the drone. They have never fixed anything. They just do service. Now, that's the first person that called me. The second person called me. He paid me for consultation like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and we talked. And so he says, a friend of mine is going to buy a drone. But I told him, you inspect all my cars. Mark, you have never inspected the car of his. I told him, you inspect my cars. Now, guys, when I share these stories, some stories are about you, but they are not to offend you, but they are to share so that people learn. I told him you inspect all my cars, so I will tell you when he's ready and you inspect my car. Now tomorrow is when yesterday is when I discover that both these two people were talking about the same person. One of them is a brother to the person buying, and the brother to the person, cousin brother to the person buying, is the person I inspected the drone for some time ago. Now, I knew we were looking for a high roof. Most of the high roof Hiaces in the bond are 2017 models and above. Now, 2017 model Hiaces will cost up to 100 million shillings. So, and our budget was a 75 million shillings. So there was no way we were going to get any other high roof. But then there was this one high roof. Available. The broker that was taking us around. Then he said, but there is another high roof. Someone deposited on it, but I've talked to the boss, the owner, and he says if we are paying more than the other person, or if we are buying cash, he's going to sell the drone to us. Listen to this very carefully. And guys, everyone keeps saying brokers are bad, brokers are bad, brokers are bad. Brokers cannot be bad 100%. So he knew a drone that had already been sold, but could be sold to us if we paid. So we go and reach this drone and we inspect and everything checks out. Now, after we inspect, I think the broker, when the brokers go to talk to car owners, for them, they have arrangements already. They pay them. I've continuously told you guys, they sell these cars, pay the person that has taken, they pay the broker that has taken the buy. Broker sitting, it is as long as we get a price that is good, sitting is a broker. And I think that's where people go wrong. Every time we want to try to eliminate a part of the process, do you see some of the biggest car dealers in town that have almost lost all customers and now it's because they try to eliminate a process. There is a process in English tambula. Amataka ba broker we bali ba broker yomanya amataka we gali. Ontegira. So we inspect and everything works out. Now, the other second person that called me, the friend, he calls me, he went ahead and started talking to the Indian. He started talking to the Indian and ngalaga the Indian omulimu gugwe. So the broker came and told me, and he walked away. Now, kumbe, when he walked away, he went to talk to the owner of the car. Boss, you see in Nakawa, the real owners of the cars are not in the field. They are never in the field. They're in the offices. For the people that have paid for cars, when we went to buy, you will see. The person you pay the money to is normally not the person you negotiate with. So, he was talking to the boss, the owner. When the broker goes, he talks to the owner and says, don't sell to them. Video. The first person, the brother, atekati omuyindi ali mugambe moroka tebachagitunda kangamba ati lwachi anti bagisasudde ngamugamba nedde ekyo twaze tukimanyi nakibaga because I told them initially mbagamba someone had paid money but if we pay they'll give it to us ngamfuluma ngene ndabe kati omuyindi ngalemerako bwefula akuba amasimu bichi nganzijukira the other broker yatambule nagamba bononyo omulimu gwange ngeze nga mukubira nga mugamba ate kiki nga ngamba nze sijja kukolera bwerere kati nga mukubira nga mugamba tofayo kambitereze. So I call the second dude and I tell him gwayo no omulimu gwaffe femoroka yaffe tubadde tugitegese bulungi nga bagenda gituguza kati oli ayogera na munene agenzi n'abyonoona and I brief him ne mugamba yes mute kukuba mwataddeyo sente zammwe but whatever amount of money you put there, talk to the broker that brought us to the car, sort those things amicably. Namugamba kamuyita je era bwe namugambe jangu muogere nakubira omuyindi ne batereza bagaba bagenda tuguza. So they came nembagatta, they talked nebakanya, then we started paying for the car. After paying for the car nembaga kati mugende mujeyo senza mu muzigabane bulungi. They went nebagabana. Now why am I saying this? When you come to buy a car, you come with someone. Bwaba nga ochimanyo zene makanika alimu olubroka mugambe gendo oyogere ne broker nze ebintu ebyo mbibeera mweze moroka mbeera mirimu emirundi mingi. Someone comes with their relative n'atandika okuteekawo embeera broker naye natta omulimba broker battira ddala emirimu. Sometimes the broker will drive the car and take it away. It happens. Nga why is he taking the car away? Nga alabira ddala oli agenda kwonoona ebintu bye ataddeyo emitwalo gya 5 okitegeera. And guys, I want you to understand that the brokers eat the money. When you ignore when you eliminate the Ugandan brokers, the Indians you talk to are the brokers. You just don't know. And I have told you guys time and again, most of the Indians in those teri mugaga ina motoka atula awa umuruku taliyo. Most of the owners of those bonds, the owners of those cars, some of them are actually in Japan. So they have to keep calling Japan. Because you're going to be dealing with a broker that knows the owner in Japan. Because later on the broker told me the reason why they sold us this high roof is because they talked to the person that had paid. Whatever they do. So the thing that I need you guys to understand is this. Broker. There are people that I have facilitated the selling of their cars. You try to eliminate a cog in the process. Like you see, I have microphones, DJI. This is a microphone. There is a receiver. These things seem like they can work alone. They can't. There is a case. This case charges these things. Without this case, these things will not work effectively. I also told them one thing. There's a time we bought a car, you remember? The engine blew. When the engine blows, we go back. The one reason why we were given another car was because the broker that took us there has a relationship, a clear relationship with the trader. Otegire. So it's very important that if a person takes you, njagala kino mukimanye, nze when I'm buying a car, broker nantwala yonenda banga bamujjawo nvaawo, because nze I kept telling the guys that I buy cars with, we work with these guys. Bano bagaye ebiseera ebimu they help us get very cheap cars. Tulina kawundo gye twagula, mujijukira kawundo gye twagula layisi. The guy yagende wa makanika sometime ago bayafa kinaga makanika nze no kawundo najigula layisi ne benjongera mu $1,500,000. But it's a broker that took us there. Senga broker teyaliwo tetwayitegedde kawundo eyo gyeri. I want you guys to understand. Arthur, so how about if as a buyer I go alone just to avoid mess, because also the tag along people can be something else. It's very okay if you can find a car without a broker. It's okay, but a broker should not take you somewhere and you want to eliminate him from there. I've seen that happen. It happened also some time ago. It happened with this guy yagula Noah, and normally people like that omujukira guy yagula Noah namana agamba esi yabadde tekolanga yagisse. Or your guy, if you remember, I told you the story. After we saw the car, we were looking at other cars. He called the Indian guy. He went back alone. Later on, he was really problematic. I said, I had a bunch of people. You get? So normally, if you want to avoid a broker, don't talk to brokers. You go talk to a broker, promise him that I'm coming back to buy this car, then you want to go back behind his back. Brokers sometimes they can be very dangerous people. Sometimes they can be very dangerous people. Okitegeera. Matthias came yajja yekka. Era ba broker be yakubira bali aba Spacio. Twagendawo. Me, when I'm talking to brokers, I'm very open. I tell them. Sometimes I use the commission thing. When ndabanga tewali broker, I use the commission thing to negotiate for you. Like I can come to a person saying nemuga kati ba broker tuwayo mmeka. Nga nawe woliawo. Nagamba ba broker ngenda bawa ye $5,000. Nemugamba it's okay. Kati fatano gafogenda gatwa tugasaleko. Kati wabaga for example atunemoroke $2,400,000. Ngambuza fe ba broker tuwayo mmeka nti bawa $5,000. Kati gwinga ngamba gatano gajiko emoroka ya $2,300. Kati gwe odayo no bagain ngamuga kati nguza $2,300 nze ba broker ambasasule. Sometimes I use it to actually bargain those things. If you want to eliminate brokers, eliminate them from the beginning. You don't be talking to a broker, no maliro obudde, n'abatambuza wano, n'abatambuza wali, and afterwards you want to buy the car without the broker. n'abatunda bennyini bagenda kwagala okweliminatinga naye nga atunda bwe yali pricing emmoloka eno yateekamu sente z'aba broker. Ebiseera ebisinga people put 500,000 aside for brokers, abamu bateekamu 1 million for brokers. Okitegeera? So okujjako emmoloka ng'ogiguze mu kikomera kya muntu, emmoloka ezo zetutera okugula ebbali wa bond, naddala bagula emmoloka enkadde. Normally I like to buy cars outside bibandaze because emmoloka gy'osanze ewaka w'omuntu ebiseera ebisinga etera okuba ey'alayisimuko kuba temubaamu sente za broker. Naye emmoloka yonna bw'ogisanga mu kibanda mulimu sente za broker, whether you like it or not, whether the broker is with you or not, sente ezo zibaamu era zigenda kusigalamu era oli yajja okuzirya. So you cannot tell me you let a broker waste his time akumaliddeko essaawa 3 akutambuza akujja wano akutwala wali and later on you want to eliminate him. Nakigambye oli omusajja era n'akitegeera era they worked their differences. They worked on their differences. Later on nankubira nangamba Arthur bampadde akasente kange neyanziza, and I told him olulala tokolanga bwotyo. Okitegeera omuntu abatte ku mulimu ali very important kuba wennyini nyina asobola okugutta kati babadde bagusogwa ngati tulina wetumanye high roof ndala kati nga tugenda kugula buno low roof. Then of course someone asked what's the difference in price. Some time ago the high roof drones were actually cheaper. They were cheaper because taxi guys don't like to buy high roofs. The high roof you cannot put a katanda up there, which means you cannot load. So they like the low roofs, but katanda basobola okutikka ennyo osegeera. But I think people are picking up like school vans nga naye osasule. So ate wasigadde waliyo zibiri 17 waliyo nezibayita bombardier. You know the bombardiers, the very long ones, that can take up to 16 seats. Those ones. Now the bombardiers are bei nnyo okitegera people can do. Some people have relatives who work on bonds but don't want to use them. How do we eliminate them? Guys, don't eliminate your relatives if they work in bonds. If your relatives are brokers, give them a chance. Support. I support my family and friends whenever I can. So don't eliminate your brothers. Give them a chance. We have moved some, like when we were buying, try to go Morokachi. What car did we buy? There's a car we bought. Some time ago. Yali Raktis. You remember the Raktis we bought? Yasembiyeyo. Ye guy twagenda mba relative be bonna bakwanba obbi bonna abatunde motoka. Yonna twagendayo. And all the cars were 23, 24, 23, 24, 23, 24, 23, 24. Kati ogenda kwesanga nti omuntu your relative cannot say tewampa mukisa. Ajja gambo why yagala okungulako just sente zezakola ki? Sente zezaatu jam. Okitegeera. When I buy a car, I will come with Sakata as my no, you come with Nekata Antoni ewamwe gwabategeerera. Kati okujja kongoleta muntu kugezaako kugira ku balance nga gamba mukama Katonda agamba bwati. So anyway, guys, ekintu kiri kimu kyolina okukola when you have a relative that is a broker or that sells cars, give them a chance. Never eliminate your family because aba abantu bagenda okubeererawo when times are era bw'onooba ofunye obuzibu. Broker yakufunye emmoloka ennakawa nga tolina ky'omumanyi ko togenda mukubira. Ogenda kubira bano ba Luganda bo nabe mikwano era oba mukyala wo bagenda okubira abagamba abaaye twetaaga mu kubuyambi. Kati don't eliminate them bakozese okitegeera bajje kati ate bw'obakozesa osobola n'okulaba omuntu atakwagaliza oba omulaba kati then you can eliminate them next time okitegeera. But for now omuntu oba tokolangako naye ng'okimanyi muganda wange guno omulimu gwakola, give them a chance. Nze bwe nali nteeka emyango mu nyumba yange nakozesa relative simujjukira nalinnya naye kyemmanyi relative mwana w'omu ku baganda bajjajja wange abeera uncle wa ne kitchen ku myango kwe twakoma, but I gave him a chance. Okitegeera naye olw'okuba yampisaamu amaaso ne mmuleka kati ne manya nti mu family yange teri carpenter. Okitegeera when I was building my house I worked with the relative nampisaamu eggaali. Okitegeera ne mmanya kati awo era ye tasobola gamba nti atasaakolako naye nakolako naye era ne musasula yali engineer ng'emitwalo gye 10 buli lwajja ku site gibaawo. Okitegeera ne team ye nga era bagenda tebammanja. You get, so you give your relatives and family a chance to work with you. Me I do. So if you have a relative that is a broker, that sells cars, even if you're going to work with Arthur. Gamba Arthur nyina muganda wange wali atunda motoka nakawa. Gamba Arthur nyina muganda wange wali atunda motoka nakawa. Tugende. You can't hear me, but the mic is on. The network went off sometime. That's why I said I'll come with second tower, cause omugezi we motoka aliwo yatuguliza Nuwembi, so I no longer trust his choices. Aika yaziwaguliza because Antonio tewaliyo. So you guys understand, don't eliminate family and friends. You need them. Bana itwetaga family name kwanu. Abempisa embi. Mia eliminate nze bobana empisa embi tukwatagana. Nzo omuntu owempisa embi sikwatagana na ye. Obagwane. I give a distance. Era siddamu kwatagana nawe. But as long as I don't have proof nti oyina empisa embi, I will work with you. Tukwataganye. Munzikirize mbasibule. Twaguze kidrone ekyo million 7.3, twasasuddeko million 5 era ne kifulumira. The pictures that you see there, I took the pictures when the drone was coming out of the bone. It was automatic. Manual drones are very expensive. Now manual drones that go up to 90 million. So you'll find that most of the people that are buying drones from the bone now are buying automatic because manuals are bay. And very soon they're going to be even more expensive because of the taxes. And also, guys, if you didn't know, transfer fees have increased. You used to pay 200,000 with someone to help you move the paperwork. You would pay 84 if you wanted to move the paperwork yourself. Now you pay 280,000 if you want to move the paperwork yourself. Are you sure? I think the network went off briefly, but it's back. The sound should be okay. So, Nkome Kuchi. Guys, 29th August is a Love for Cars convention. Tell a friend to tell a friend. At the Love for Cars convention, the reason why I want you guys to buy a ticket, it's one way for you to support this channel to keep going. Tell a friend to also buy a ticket. It's one way. When you come to the convention, it's not just you giving Arthur money. It's one way for you to keep this channel going. I am telling you. The things that I do, I have a team that I work with every day. Kuchoma team yange buli naku ebekola ne kakati editor ali mu editinga work. I think that's the reason he has not done the Karina. Innocent munange editor kwasaganya. So guys, chemba manya nti buli kintu cha for the love of cars watch supportinga obeera oyamba ko channel kugenda maso. So ku convention mujje n'abalamba bagambe bajje okitegeera. Nyina muntu wa inspection akuba amasimu akatu tusesawe emeggulo yabadde asimbula ku mukaga ne mugamba tojja kuba ayagala muruka milioni mukaga. Muruka milioni mukaga otandika okyo dino esa mukaga na neze milioni ana kusaba mukaga tubaleeti bagenda gula muruka kimuka paka tonda mwana. Muyombya Maxas David Klaje Martin Sentongo Travel Live Locally Gide Amos Luke Jones Info Lawrence Omuli King Daniel VIP Innocent Mugabe VIP Bridget Kakai Funny Lifestyle VIP Mugenyi Simon Peter Mwanguzi David Ivan Namanda VIP Vini Cards Starch Events President Antonio Innocent Mugabe VIP Ayuka Blair VIP Ricky Chikawa VIP Martin Sentongo Sozi Rajab VIP Paul Sema VIP Shanko Gibbs Mpanga God Yusuf Minaj Nampija Jolie Chamba de Huntington VIP bana your VIP mbagala nyo. Guys, if you can join the VIP club go mutwalo gumbuli mwezi buli mutwalo go tuwa guyamba ko channel gena maso so that we do a lot of good things. Otsigira a lot of good things. DJ Hash Fashions Eugene Wemba Roger Martin Sentongo Starch Events Eric Kandano VIP Mutumba Pade Juma Ali, Chairman Zako Wakamoli, Chairman Zak Create Boundaries. Nerekera obalaga nti oyina mu kutoke. Abantu bwe babala nti oyina mu kutoke bagala ditwala. Si mu bubi naye bo bagala kutwala kiri abwe. The black Subaru that we bought, let me put it away from the app by the way. Ate tebasobola ku deletinga. Andrew Cherotic, Seronjoji Mathias yagula Raum. Bugisu Times, Muyombya Mark, Kasendwa Ronald, Karim UG VIP, Joe Kabali, Mr. Ochom. Guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Tomorrow is Question Friday. Shanko Gibbs, Big Flames, Kasimanti Akiram, Emmanuel, Lulimi Rogers, Bugisu Times, Basic Chris VIP, Igumba Jonathan, Tugume Anthony, Chambade Hannington VIP, Lawrence Omule, Kalema Dixon, Hadas, oh, muloza sibamaze bantu bange. Mr. Joseph Mawano. Guys, I wish you a very lovely day. Katubatere episode yendala kankubire editor like ali overwhelmed ebintu bingi byalina okukola. But guys, keep supporting for the love of cars so that we take forward the work that somehow God called us to do. But I hope my email was a problem because I haven't received. Send me a Shanko Gibbs nakuteka mu email list yaddako. Guys, I'm going to create a new email list now for the app testing. Send me your email on 0752991051 if you have not received the Love for Cars app. But enough na app here for the love of cars. Tomorrow you should be getting a link to download the app. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao.